Hi there. It's that time of the month again. Welcome to the Call to Cinema. I'm Aaron, and tonight we're looking at some Millcreek January releases that are coming in just the right freaking time, because I just got my weekends back, guys, and I'm super excited about that. That means I get to watch a few more movies than I normally get to watch. And what does that also mean? Millcreek hits me up with some big, with some cool packages. So let me show you exactly what I got here. I will show you the one I haven't seen yet. First one I haven't seen at all, and I'm excited to watch because I love myself some slashers. Right now, Scream is playing in the theaters. Well, in some places in the theaters. If you're lucky enough to got some crumbs on me. If you're lucky enough to be able to see Scream in the theater, fantastic. But I got a slasher here, and it looks to be gory. Looks to be kind of cool, and I'm looking forward to checking it out because I know zero about this one, but I love the cover. It is Last of the Grads. Senior Bash will be a killer party. So what I know about Last of the Grads, not a lot. No, it's a slasher film, and basically going to read the back of it because I'm going to be watching this on the weekend. Class graduating high school seniors nearing the crossroads of their lives celebrate their last night together at the annual school lock-in. They never could have guessed that they are about to encounter the harbinger of death, the legendary coast-to-coast killer. So, my tier lists are coming back. And I want to do a tier list on slashers. I'm going to do a couple, slasher tier lists. But I want to do some on kind of lesser known, slashers. There's this, Don't Go to the Reunion, a bunch of others I'm going to put on a list once I get and watch them. And I'm not sure if it's going to be a regular channel. It's going to be on my Patreon Crimson Cult channel. But there is a slasher. There's a couple slasher lists coming up. And it's definitely going to fit into the indie slasher category. So we got Jessica Lange. I'm not sure. I don't think that's Jessica Lange. It's spelled differently. Sarah Eklund, Jaden Kell, Caroline Newsom, Kyle Prue, Ethan Rich, and Andrew Wagenheim. So, and Charlie White. So it'd be interesting to see. This, I'm guessing this is kind of an indie slasher. And see, people take indie slashers now and they say, well, it's an indie slasher. Can that be good? All the slashers that you grew up with in the age. If you're older like me, dinosaurs walking through the earth, got Brontosaurus burgers, all that type of stuff, then indie slashers were kind of how you found it. Like Burning, that was an indie slasher. Happy Birthday to Me, that was an indie slasher. Now, sometimes studios were behind them, but a lot of cases, that's really what it was. It was just a slasher, and studios would end up buying them up because they wanted that sweet, sweet slasher money, and slasher money is such good money. All right, next one. I got myself into something here. These look cool. There's actually a couple here that I'm actually excited about seeing, but it's a weird 4-pack. So I'm fairly zombied out as far as a regular zombie collection goes. So I wasn't quite sure if I was going to grab this one or not. But you'll know why in a second. So this is the zombie collection from Millcreek. And just to let you know, this has the Attack of the Lederhosen Zombies, the Granny Dead, Attack of the Killer Donuts, and what's it, Harold's Going Stiff. I'm not joking, that's the name of it. And there's some actors in these too, by the way. It's not just so Lederhosen Zombies, I'm pretty sure is a foreign one, which is kind of cool. Because say what you will about these here. Oh man, let's look at the plot lines for these things. So when a scientific experiment unleashes an epidemic of zombies and mutant wildlife in the Austrian Alps, 3 young snowboarders find themselves in an epic battle for survival, where they must use their killer snowboarding skills to defeat the raging après-ski undead once and for all. That sounds freaking awesome. That's a widescreen, by the way. 5.1 surround for the audio. That's actually, wow, okay, that's cool. So Granny of the Dead. This is one I was unsure of out of all of them, but I think this is a British one, so I always like me some British stuff, so you never know who's going to come in this one. Regular guy Ed wakes on one. Blah. Oh my God! I will get this out one of these days. Wakes one morning to find that his grandmother has become one of the living dead. While trapped in his home, Ed tries to survive the day, keep his house zombie free, stay alive, and save the day. But here's the one. Here's the one that really made me want to have this movie. And it's got C. Thomas Howell in, by the way. C. Thomas Howell, a 80s like star, and probably, if you watch Criminal Minds, the creepiest killer ever on Criminal Minds. A criminal accident in a sleepy town turns ordinary donuts into bloodthirsty monsters. Unaware of the danger, Johnny, Michelle, and Howard sell them to unsuspecting customers. When the donuts start eating their victims, the only way they can save the town is to track down the killer donuts and destroy them. Kind of reminds me of kind of like the Stuff type of thing, right? And Harold's going stiff. So we got here, Harold is suffering from a frightening disease that is turning him into a zombie. After an experimental treatment fails, Harold's condition deteriorates and ends up on the run from a group of violent vigilantes who are out for blood. So, this time, the zombies on the run. And that is that's what, like 5 movies right there. But, we don't stop there. No, this is when we get into what I consider one of the amazing things that Millcreek has done. And oh my God, please do more of these. Please do volume 2s. Please do the 80s and the 90s and the 50s too. I like to have the 50s on too. But this is a really cool thing to do now through the decades. And this is a 12 film set. This is the 1960s. And we got on here, Who's That Lady? With Tony Curtis, Dean Martin, and Jan Lee. The Notorious Landlady with Kim Novak, Jack Lemmon, and Fred Astaire. Jack Lemmon, by the way, one of the most underrated actors out there, still doesn't get his credit. Under the Yum Yum Tree, another Jack Lemmon, Carol Lindley, Dean Jones one. Good Neighbor Sam, Jack Lemmon, Romy Schreider, Dorothea Provine. Lilith with Warren Beatty, Gene Seberg, and Peter Fonda. Baby the Rain Must Fall, Steve McQueen, Lee Remick, Don Murray. Genghis Khan with Omar Sharif, Stephen Boyd, and James Mason. Mickey 1, really good film, by the way, with Warren Beatty, Herb Hatfield, and Alexander Stewart. The Chase, there's another real cool one. Marlon Brando, Jane Fonda, and Robert Redford. Love, Jack Lemmon, Peter Falk, and Ellen May. How to Save a Marriage and Ruin Your Life with Dean Martin, Stella Stevens, and Eli Wallach. And Hook, Line, and Sinker with Jerry Lewis, Peter Lawford, and Anne Francis. What an amazingly cool set. And it has three on the disc, and they come out like this. And I love the look of the packaging. So if you look in the back, let's see. You can see pictures and posters and all that type of stuff. I would love to see a little booklet in here. Would be nice, but I hopefully in the future. They also did a 70s one through the decades, 1970s. This has 11 films on it. See good old Warren Beatty right there on the cover. And there's some really good stuff on here. So we got Al and the Pussycat with Barbara Streisand, George Segal, and Robert Klein. Got A Walk in the Spring Rain. It's a really good film with Anthony Quinn, Ingrid Bergman, and Fritz Weaver. We got Dollars, dollar sign. Warren Beatty, Goldie Hawn, and Gert I say it again. Gert Frobe. He's Goldfinger from the Goldfinger film. The Anderson Tapes with Sean Connery, Diane Cannon, and Martin Balsam. Brother John with the late Sidney Poitier, Will Greer, and Bradford Dillman. The Horseman with Omar Sharif, Lee Taylor Young, and Jack Palance. We got Gumshoe, which came out I think on Impact. Powerhouse. Yeah. Indicator. Powerhouse Indicator. But if you ever want to see some of the Powerhouse Indicator films before you spend the big bucks on those, check these out here. So we got Gumshoe with Albert Finney, Billy Whitelaw, and the great Frank Finley. We have The Last Detail with Jack Nicholson, Otis Young, and Randy Quaid. The classic Stone Killer. I used to have the novelization of this for the longest time, actually, with Charles Bronson and Martin Balsam. We got For Pete's Sake, another Barbra Streisand film with Michael Sarrazin and Estelle Parsons. And last but not least is the original Fun with Dick and Jane with George Segal, Jane Fonda, and Ed McMahon. If you've never seen the original Fun with Dick and Jane, you've only seen the remake. Oh my God, watch the original. It is so much better. Look at this. That is so cool. This is so well done. Again, we got like a 4 set. Here, I am stoked to watch pretty much all these. I'm not sure about the Grand Design one. I'll let you know how that turns out. But you got the 70s and 80s here, through the decades. Like film sets, it's a great way, like especially if you're looking at stuff like Indicator or Imprint or any of those other labels. It can be a bit costly. This is a great way to go and say, do I like this stuff? Am I a big 60s, 70s fan? Let's say you're younger and you're not quite sure. You don't know if these movies are your thing. You don't know if these movies are what you jive with. I know you don't jive with that like talk, but definitely is a great way to check that out. Oh my God. Look at that. I love the look of these too, by the way. These look amazing. They will look so good in my shop. I need more of these, Millcreek. Desperately need more of these. Buy these, please, guys, because I want more of these. Because yeah, I like volume 2 of the 60s, 70s. I want 80s ones too. I really want the 80s ones. We got the zombie collection. If you like kind of comedy zombie films, remember these are not serious zombie films. These are kind of the more comedy ones. So you want something you can lay back and maybe like have a chocolate or have a few, well, your beverage of choice. Whether you're going to have a beer or a tea or a coffee or a peppermint mocha. You can sit back and watch this with some of your friends and kind of have fun with it. And I will let you guys know about this one. This one I'm really interested in. Last of the Grads. Probably going to be watched either tonight or tomorrow night. I love me some slasher stuff. And oh my God, I do. I love me some slasher stuff. I got to say one thing. When it comes to like some of these independent films, lesser known films, especially in the horror stuff, I got my eyes like opened a lot by Millcreek. I've had some really cool surprises when it comes from Milk. I Am Lisa. It was really good. I really enjoyed that one. There's this one set on this fishing, starts in this fishing shack. I can't remember the name right now. I wish I could, because it was such a good movie, and I really, really was like at the edge of my seat watching the entire thing. If I remember, I will let you guys know. But these are the January titles for Millcreek, the ones that I got anyway. If you have not seen them, please check them out. And you can actually go to your local Amazon and grab any of these. And I am going to go to my local Amazon. Well, I got you right here. And we're going to go and check and see if these are still available. See how like 2-finger typing, which not what I normally do, but let's see. Maybe I should. Maybe I should learn how to type. Because we got oh my God, what? I gotta go to Millcreek, and it brings me to like there it is right there, Last of the Grads, right up on the main page. I watched a trailer of this afterwards. It's 113 minutes of runtime on this one here. Region 1, so it's a Region A release. I got my let's see. Browse by format. We'll go to the DVDs because that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's look at the zombie collection. See if we got any like time frames on these. So Zomcoms here. I like that name, Zomcoms, actually. Combined 323 minutes. Directed by Dominic Hartle, Craig Tudor, Scott Wheeler, and Keith Wright. And God, I hope they do more of these 60s and 70s things. I really like these. I'm just going to only get combined time. I'll even combined time with this one. 1,325 minutes. Holy crap. That's the 60s one. And the 70s one, let's see, it's one movie less. Will it be the same? Will it be less? Well, it should be less, actually. 1,087 minutes, so not bad, actually, at all. And if you ever saw that movie that came out, I know the one called Trumbo, then one of the movies on that I think on the 70s one is actually written by Dalton Trumbo. But you gotta go in, gotta buy it and find it for yourself. Now, what's coming up with Millcreek? I got a couple kind of interesting documentaries. I wish I'd gotten the other documentaries just because for the unusualness of them. But I did grab a couple documentaries coming up. I should have them next month. And aside from that, I should also have some more Ultraman coming. I think it's Ultraman Zero. I'll let you know more when I get it come. So, I don't normally I do a reviewed and ranked and stuff like that, but I haven't got a chance to watch all these yet. So, like some of these movies I've already seen, like in the 60s and 70s set. I'll watch. I'm gonna watch them over again with my cousin, with my better half. But I haven't seen any of the zombie collection yet, so I can't really rank these yet. I will down the road. And the last of the grads, I can't quite rank those yet, but man, I'm super stoked about it. Anyway, there are 4 Millcreek releases, but in all together, there is, use my math here, 38 films. 38 films. Thank you, Millcreek. I'm looking forward to pretty much all 38 of these films. Not quite sure of Granny of the Dead yet, but that being said, these things have surprised me before, so you never know. That may end up being my favorite one when it comes to that set. I am Aaron. Thank you for joining me tonight here in the Cult of Cinema. So, as always, right here in the Cult, hidey ho, you have a friend to the end. And right now, I gotta get back to my sacrifices. See you soon, guys. And remember, always be kind, because kindness is free. It costs nothing to be kind. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Isn't it cool to say this? I'm looking like a cult leader type guy. There's always another movie. In this case, there's over 30 of them. And check out Millcreek Entertainment because they do the good work when it comes to bringing films to you. They bring films to you at a reasonable price, and they open your eyes up to stuff that you may not have seen, and bring some safe comfiness of films that you have seen before. I'll see you soon, right here in the Cult of Cinema.